Eric Burgess here, and we've been given a sequence and they want us to rewrite it, and we're going to use the variable n, where n starts at 1 and increases in integers. So 2, 3, 4, on and on and on forever. So in this one, we notice a pattern really quickly. First, we're starting off the bottom with numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, those kinds of numbers. So this is great. Like, the bottom's already figured out for us. It's fantastic. The top is also a pretty clear pattern, because these are all squares, right? A little strange, these numbers here. 1, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, 5 squared. They're all squares. So let's go ahead and rewrite it so that we can see this pattern a little more clearly. So the bottom, we don't have to do anything, but the top's going to be 1, and this is really squared, right? And the negative, this is 2 squared, and then this is 3 squared, and then this, the bottom, we don't do anything to the bottom because that was a freebie for us. But then we have negative, this one's 4 squared, and then 5 squared, and it goes on and on and on. So with this kind of a pattern, we notice that this is actually where the n appears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The top is constant. It's just 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and write out our formula now. So the top will be n squared. Now the bottom, we know it's n, but we don't start off at 1. That's where n wants to start. We start off at 2, and then we go. So we need to add 1 to n. That way, when n is 1, we plug it in. Well, to get this first term, we would add 1, so we'd get 2. And then for the second term, we'd plug in 2, and then we get 3. So again, another offset, pretty common strategy here. We also have this negative sign that we have to deal with. Now we notice every other term is negative. So we slap our negative 1 raised to the n at the front. But we notice that the first term's positive. So they oscillate, but the first term is positive. So we need to make this an even power, because that'll produce a positive number, right? And then they'll oscillate from there every time 1 gets added. So we're going to add 1 to this. So this will make it, when we plug in 1, we'll get 2 here. And then negative 1 squared is positive 1. So we'll start off with a positive number. You could also put n minus 1, also totally valid way of doing it. You'll still get a positive number here. And that is our solution. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Subscribe and hit that bell icon for future videos. And we'll catch you in the next problem.